Okay, so we have a 2012 Volkswagen TDI. This is Volkswagen Passat. And it's a little bit different on this one to do the oil change. You just got to pull the top cover off first. So we're going to set this off to the side. And now what we're going to do is go in here. We're going to take a few things off because the oil filter cartridge is down here. So we're going to take this guy here off. We're going to take this screw here out. We're going to take this screw here out. And then move our phone so we don't crush that. That's going to allow us to pull this back out of the way and get down in there. Now, on this one, what we need is a 32 mil socket, which can go down here like this. All right. And we're going to get our 1/2 inch drive ratchet. And we're going to take this right off of here. Now, what's interesting about this car, we're going to go and loosen that cap up. We're going to break the seal on it, and hopefully a lot of that oil drains back down in there and doesn't leak all over the ground. But if it does leak over the ground, it wouldn't be the first time, now would it? At all. Okay, we'll loosen that up. We're just going to let that sit right there. We're going to go and lift it up, and we're going to go underneath and take the drain plug out and drain it. Okay, so all we do is pull off the belly pan. You can see there. And we had, what was it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was it T20s? Then we had 3 of these bigger bolts that held it on the back, and it just comes off. You have to take the whole thing off. There's no access panel on this. And then here we have a little blanket on the oil pan, and we'll let Philip get on the back side here. There is a nut on the oil pan here. It looks like maybe a 17, maybe. Is it a 17? Nope. No, it's a 19. And all we're going to do, yep, 19, is break that loose, and we're going to drain the oil out. Crack this 19 loose. We're going to see if I can't squirt it over my shirt. Don't like this shirt anyway. You got to watch out on these diesels, ladies and gentlemen. For whatever reason, they made the hole really small. I don't know if this one does it or not, but a lot of the ones do, and they'll freaking shoot out over the top of your pan and get all over you, as I'm about ready to demonstrate. It's like a real long. It's hot. It's hot. And in diesel fashion, the oil is like ultra coal black, right? You could change this oil 20 times in a row, it'll be just as black every time. It smells a little diesel-y, but not bad. Overall, it's probably totally good. Okay, we'll let it drain out real good. We'll be back. We got all the underpinning put back on. It's missing a few bolts, so we added those to it. Everything's good now, nice and easy, nothing big. These ball joints, 70-some thousand miles on it. Let's just go and give them a little check just to make sure everything's good. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Now remember, these cars are 100K, they recommend doing the control arms and everything on, so we're just gonna make sure everything's 100% good. I don't know if I can check that there or not. Yeah, a little bit. And they changed this, instead of the double upper arms, this is built like essentially like a Honda Civic at this point, where the strut is the upper control arm, so nothing to worry about there, which I guess is also good. And then no play in that. Look at his brakes. Brakes are getting a little, disc are a little glazy, but I mean, probably totally normal for that mileage. It's got a little bit of a lip on it. I would say there's probably no service at this point. So let's let her back down. Let's put the oil back in and see how that goes. Okay, so all we're gonna do here, a pair of channel locks or a bigger pair of pliers, we're gonna go down here and just pull this housing out. We're gonna grab by the nut on top, push that over. That doesn't move. Volkswagen, I'm not sure what you were doing with this, but you kind of dropped the ball on it. That's for sure. There we go. And you've seen what we did to start off with. Is I loosened this up, pulled it up a little bit so all that oil could drain in the engine. Because if you don't, everything's sealed and it holds that oil up in the housing. You don't want that. We'll put this in the oil drain, turn upside down, wipe it all down, come back. We're gonna go ahead and take this oil ring, this one, and this one off and replace those. We'll be right back. Okay, so all we're gonna do here, take a little pick. We're just gonna pick your nose, pick your oil ring out, throw it in there. I go up here, we have 2 new oil rings for this also. Stick it under there, roll it out of there, just like that. The one on the very end. Always stab yourself in the finger with a pick though. Put a smile on your face and peel that one off like that. Get a rag here, now everything's stripped out. Let's go back on to start. And before we put this back in, we need to put a little oil on these O-rings. Make sure it's in the right groove. Nothing to it. The bigger one goes on first, on top. Like that. The smaller one goes on the very end. Like so. Roll it in place, and there it is. We have a little oil in there. We'll get a little clean oil on our finger. We'll wipe it on that one, wipe it on that one, wipe it on that one. And then once we do all that. Okay, so in case you forgot, we're going to show you how to put oil in it. Take the cap off. All right, and pour oil in it. Hold on, before we even do that, we're going to take this. I see like a dead bug in there and some other stuff around the ring. We're going to wipe that out. We're going to pour this in here. This is 5W30 synthetic. You use whatever you want, whatever brand you prefer. 4.5 quarts. So this is a 5-quart jug. We're going to stop just a hair short of all of it, and we should be good to go. A little more. So now we're just got 4 quarts exactly, so we need to go 1/2 quart. And that's about perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this back on. We're going to reinstall our 3 bolts up here, snap our cover back on. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it here. We're going to start it up just for a second, make sure nothing's leaking, turned it off. It's been sitting for a little bit now. We're going to wipe her down one time real good. Let's go and recheck and make sure it's on the full mark. It's right at the top of the little grid. Should be good. Could we put another 1/2 quart in the rest of the jug? Probably. Depends on what you want. Depends on what you want in life. There's a few things here. Or one thing most importantly we noticed is it has a bad engine mount. It's pretty floppy. It's not like horrible. And also on these, if you didn't know to reset the oil light, you just hold the trip button, push the button, turn the key on, and within a few seconds go over and push the clock button on the left side, and that resets your oil light. That's every 10,000 miles, the oil light or the maintenance light on this. So if you're changing this every 5,000 miles, which I usually recommend, your oil light may not be on. In this case, it was not. So we have that. I think we're pretty much done. We put our 3 screws back on the top. We're just gonna go and snap this piece over here. And put that right back on like so. Flip down at the lift, and that is it. Not really too difficult oil change like we were just talking about though. So you got to take the whole tray off the bottom. This oil filter is so far down in there. You could do it in your driveway. So you're gonna be frustrated every time you're done. We have a lift, it was easy. There was quite a few bolts to get the under tray off of it. So just be aware if you don't have a shop to pull it in. Be aware if it's gonna start raining or something, don't maybe not start it till after that. In your driveway, laying in the rocks, this will probably take you a good 35 minutes, I would say. You know, here, it probably took us longer to get it on the actual lift than it did actually change the oil. And that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Have a good day.